औज़ु बिल्लाहि मिनश शैतानिर रजीम बिस्मिल्लाहिर रहमानिर रहीम। आज हमने यहाँ से शुरू करने 9.7। दिस इज रॉल्फ एकमैन। ये रॉल्फ एकमैन है। लिसन टू हिम टॉकिंग अबाउट हिज फैमिली। अगर इसको आप सुने, अपनी फैमिली के बारे में बात कर रहा है। राइट व्हेन दे वर बोर्न, और फिर आप लिखें कि वो कब पैदा हुए थे।
9.7.
तो फर्स्ट स्टूडेंट है हमारे पास मरियम।
Yes, sir.
Rolf Ackman.
My name's Rolf. It's a German name, but I'm not German. I'm American. I was born in 1999.
ये रॉल्फ एकमैन कब पैदा हुआ था?
1999. He was born in 1999.
I have two sisters and a brother. My eldest sister's a doctor. Her name's Susan, and she was born in 1991.
When was Susan born?
So sorry, when
Susan
her sister,
Susan
1991. She was born in
My brother is
1991.
also older than me. His name's Barney, and he's a teacher. He was born in 1994.
बार्नी कब पैदा हुआ था?
He was born in 1994.
And my little sister is Lottie, and she was born in 2004.
She was born in 2004.
Yeah.
She's still at school. My father is German. His name's Bert. He's from Berlin, and he was born in, I think, 1965?
His father born in 1965.
My mother is American. Her name's Karen. She's from Boston, and she was born in 1967.
His mother born in 1967.
My grandmother, who's my mother's mother, is called Sarah. She was born in Orlando in, I'm not sure, but I think about 1943.
His grandmother born in 1943.
Give me a minute. Ibn Shati.
Salam.
Walaikum Assalam.
Computers and telephones were very different 30 years ago.
क्या कहा उसने?
Computers and telephones were very different many years ago.
30 years ago.
Listening to music was very different just 10 years ago.
Listening to music was very different 10 years ago.
Just 10 years ago.
Steve Jobs changed the technology we use today?
Steve Jobs changed the technology we use today.
His Apple Computer Company is famous all over the world.
His famous Apple company is. Repeat this.
His Apple Computer Company is famous all over the world.
Okay.
Steve Jobs was born on the 24th of February, 1955.
शादी रिपीट करें लगता है कोई नेट का इशू हो गया इनका नेक्स्ट स्टूडेंट आ जाए रीशा जुनैरा
अस्सलाम वालेकुम सर
वालेकुम सलाम क्या कहा उसने
Steve Jobs was born on 24 February 1955
ठीक है
In the beautiful city of San Francisco, California, in the USA.
इधर है इन सर रिपीट करेंगे
In the beautiful city of San Francisco, California, in the USA.
in beautiful city Sinus-Foria,
San
US
Francisco
San Francisco in USA
in California USA
in California USA
In 1960, Steve's family moved to Mountain View, California.
In 1960, Steve's family moved to Mountain View,
California
Mountain View, California.
He went to school in the town of Cupertino.
He went to school at the town Cupertino.
in the town Capitonia
Today, the headquarters of Apple are here.
Today, the headquarters of Apple is here.
In 1972, Steve went to Reed College, 1,000 kilometers away in Portland, Oregon.
In 1972, the Steve went to college at the Portland,
1000 kilometers away at Portland
10,000 kilometers at the Portland.
He didn't finish his college course.
He didn't finish his college course.
In 1976, Steve Jobs and his friend Stephen Wozniak built computers in Steve's parents' garage.
In 1976, Steve Jobs and his friend Nick to build the computer at his parents' garage.
Their first computer was the Apple I.
Their first computer was the Apple I.
was Apple One okay
On the 1st of April 1976, Jobs, Wozniak, and their friend Ron Wayne started the Apple Computer Company.
In April 1, 1976, Jobs and his friend Nate started the company of computer.
The Apple computer company, okay.
जी
खुलासा
Apple
भी हो जाए
computer
तो कोई मसला नहीं होता, ठीक है.
The Apple Computer Company sold the first Apple I computer for $666.66.
The cost of first Apple computer is 665
$66
something.
was the price of first
Was
computer was $666.
In 2012, someone bought an Apple I computer for $374,500.
in 2012 someone bought
About
Apple's computer in
Apple One
30
computer.
Apple One computer in 3,74,500 dollars.
$374,500.
$374,500.
मैंने वो पुराना कंप्यूटर था इसलिए किसी ने उसको इतना महंगा खरीद लिया. इसलिए
जी
आयशा.
Assalamu alaikum.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम.
In the 1970s and 80s, more and more people used computers every day.
1976 and
In
more
1970
and more
to 1985, more and more people
1985
use
more and more
computer
people use computer
in everyday life.
everyday life,
And they wanted computers at home.
and they want that computer in home.
They wanted computer at the
Young businessmen like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates were very successful. More people used computers every day, and they wanted computers at home. Young businessmen like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates were very successful.
आखिरी जुमला क्या है? Young businessmen
Young businessmen
like Steve Jobs and Bill Gates were very successful. Repeat करें.
like Bill Gates were very successful.
कुछ भी आ जाए ना, खुलासा जरूरी नहीं है कि बंदा एग्जैक्टली रिपीट करे. जो मेन समझ आ जाए बात वही रिपीट कर दिया करें, ठीक है. बिल्कुल
Okay.
चुमन बुकमन बंदा हो जाए ना, वो फिर सही नहीं रहता. कुछ ना कुछ बोलना है आपने.
In 1985, Steve Jobs left Apple.
In 1985, Steve Jobs left Apple.
He
Apple को
started
छोड़कर
another computer company.
जी.
In
left
1985, Steve Jobs left Apple. He started another computer company called Next Computers.
he another computer company called Next.
He started another computer company called Next Computer.
Jobs bought Pixar, a computer animation company, in 1986.
Jobs are सर थोड़ा स्पीड स्लो कर दें इसकी
computers. Jobs bought Pixar, a computer animation company, in 1986.
jobs are Victor
Jobs bought Pixar,
jobs
a computer animation company.
computer animation in company in 1986.
In 1995, Pixar made Toy Story.
In 1995, Pixar made Toy Story. Pixar.
The film was a huge success.
The film was a huge success.
In 1996, Steve Jobs returned to Apple.
In 1996, Steve Jobs returned to Apple.
The next 15 years were very busy.
And the next 15 years were very busy.
In 1998, the colorful iMac computer was born.
In 1998, the colorful iMac computer was born.
iMac computer was born.
iMac computer was born.
Then, in 2001, the iPod was born.
Then 2001, in 2001, the iPad or pod,
iPod was born.
iPod was born.
It changed the music industry.
It changed the music industry.
Then, the iPhone was born.
Then the iPhone was born. The iPhone.
It changed how we use our phones.
It's changed how we use our phones.
And in 2010, the iPad arrived.
And in 2010, the iPad arrived.
It changed computers again.
They changed computers again.
Steve Jobs died on the 5th of October, 2011.
Steve Jobs died on the 5th of October 2011.
He was only 56 years old.
He was only 56 years old.
But he changed technology forever.
Technology that will change technology forever. Sir,
HH.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
9.8. When and where were they born?
When and where were they born? आपने repeat करना है.
1.
Neil Armstrong was born in 1930 in Ohio, in the US.
Neil Armstrong was born in 1913 in Ohio in the US.
2.
Diana Spencer was born in 1961 in Sandringham, England.
Diana Spencer was born in 1961 in Sandringham, England.
3.
Zaha Hadid was born in 1950 in Baghdad, Iraq.
This picture is missing here. Okay, but try to repeat the sentence. Okay, listen to the next one.
Okay.
4.
Nelson Mandela was born in 1918 in Mvezo, South Africa.
Nelson Mandela was born in 1915 in Mvezo, South Africa.
5.
Muhammad Ali was born in 1942 in Louisville, in the US.
Muhammad Ali was born in 1942 in Louisville, in US.
6.
Christopher Columbus was born in 1451 in Genoa, Italy.
पढ़े सर.
2 days, sir.
ये नंबर 6 जो उसने अभी बोला है.
नहीं समझ आया मुझे.
ये लिखा हुआ है, यहाँ से देख के पढ़े.
लिखा हुआ सर.
स्क्रीन पे नजर आ रही है, स्क्रीन नहीं आ रही.
जी अब आ रही है. Christopher Columbus was born in
कोई भी ईयर कहते हैं. 817 जो भी था इसका. In Genoa, Italy.
Geneva, Italy. Geneva, Italy.
7.
Genoa पढ़ेंगे सर इसको.
Leo Tolstoy was born in 1828 in Yasnaya Polyana, Russia.
One picture की. इस जुमले को पढ़े.
Leo Tolstoy was born in 19 something in Yasnaya Polyana, Russia.
8.
Carrie Fisher was born in 1956 in California, in the US.
Carrie Fisher was born in 1956 in California, in the US.
9.
Marie Curie was born in 1867 in Warsaw, Poland.
Marie Curie was born in 1950 in Warsaw, Poland.
9.9.
Listen and repeat the questions and answer. Okay, सुने भी और repeat भी करें सवालों को और जवाबों को. Maria.
Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
Walaikum assalam warahmatullahi.
Who was Neil Armstrong?
He was an astronaut.
He was an who was Neil Armstrong? He was an astronaut. Astronaut.
Where was he born?
In Ohio, in the US.
Where was he born? In Ohio, in the US.
When was he born?
In 1930.
When was he born? In 1930.
9.10.
Negatives and pronunciation. Okay, इस पे जो मनफी जुमले हैं और जो लुत्क होता है pronunciation होती है उस पे आप वो तवज्जो करें. Complete the sentences. जुमलों को मुकम्मल करें. Miss Mariam.
Yes, sir.
Steve Jobs was an architect.
No, he wasn't. He was an inventor.
Repeat करें.
Steve Jobs was an architect. No, he wasn't. He was an architect.
He was an inventor.
Inventor. Yes, sir.
Steve Jobs and Neil Armstrong were English.
No, they weren't. They were American.
Steve Jobs and Neil Armstrong were English. No, they were not. They were not. They were English. No, sir. They were American.
Listen and repeat. Okay, सुने भी और दोहराएं भी. The negative of was is wasn't. The negative of were is weren't. इस तरह भी इसको कर सकते हैं और simple was not or were not भी आप कह सकते हैं, कोई इशू नहीं है. नाहिद प्रवीण.
Yes, sir. Assalamu alaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh.
वालेकुम अस्सलाम वरहमतुल्लाहि वबरकातुहू.
Sir, क्या करना है?
9.11. 1.
He was an architect.
Repeat करें.
He is architect.
He was an architect.
Okay, sir. He was an architect.
No, he wasn't.
No, he सर नहीं आ रहा मुझे.
No, he wasn't. ये लिखा हुआ ना लेके पढ़.
No, he wasn't. Okay, sir.
2.
They were English.
They were English.
They were English.
अच्छा वर पढ़ेंगे सर?
Yes.
Okay.
No, they weren't.
No, they weren't.
Correct the information. मालूमात को वो कह रहा है सही करे. इसको इंशाल्लाह नेक्स्ट टाइम करेंगे. किसी का कोई सवाल?
सर एक बात मुझे कहनी थी.
जी.
सर बेसिक से क्लास अगर आप स्टार्ट करते तो ज्यादा बेटर होता है, क्योंकि मतलब जो लोग नहीं जानते कुछ भी तो उसके लिए तो थोड़ा सा हेल्प मतलब उनके लिए सही हो जाता है, क्योंकि ये क्लास तो है तो मतलब जो जानते हैं थोड़ी बहुत तो उनके लिए सही है, वो कर लेते हैं. लेकिन जैसे हम लोग जैसे हैं तो मतलब थोड़े से बेसिक से और करते तो
जो बाकी स्टूडेंट्स हैं
एक
उनको इस पे भी एतराज हो गया तो हायर लेवल करें. अब ग्रुप क्लास में फिर सबके हिसाब से तो हम नहीं चल सकते ना, ये इशू है. तो स्टूडेंट ये चाहते हैं कि हम लेवल से एडवांस करें। कई स्टूडेंट हमसे ये कह रहे हैं कि आप इस लेवल को छोड़ें, आप एडवांस लेवल शुरू करें। वो भी इशू है।
ओके सर।
स्पीड रिव्यू है, कोई भी स्टूडेंट जवाब दे सकता है।
White.
White.
Second one.
Black.
First one.
Red.
First one.
Red.
Brown.
Brown.
Gray.
Gray.
Blue.
Blue.
Yellow.
Yellow.
Green.
Green.
Purple.
Purple.
Pink.
Pink.
Silver.
Gold. Silver.
Gold.
Gold.
Orange.
Orange.
Sky blue.
Turquoise.
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 Cumin seed. Cardamom.
Cardamom.
Saffron.
Saffron.
Cinnamon.
Cinnamon. Yeast.
East.
Violet.
Caravan.
Violet.
Violet.
Licorice.
अच्छा licorice.
Ginger.
Ginger. Aniseed.
Aniseed. Red pepper.
Red chili. Red pepper.
Sandal.
Sandal.
Sagu.
Sagu.
Chili.
Turmeric.
Turmeric.
Phyllanthus.
Coriander seed.
Coriander.
Poppy seed.
Poppy seed.
Caraway. Niger. Perambulator.
Cinder. Fuel.
Rolling pin.
Rolling pin.
Sack. Bed. Pillow. Cup. Doormat. Lock. Basket. Sieve. Swing. Plate.
Sieve.
Grate.
We'll stop here and next time inshallah we'll continue. Any question?
No, sir.
See you all next time inshallah. Assalamu alaikum.
Wa alaikum salam.